Hey. Well, sorry, I had moved all my stuff around. There we go. How is everybody this wonderful, bright Procrastination Thursday? Now, I don't know if it's bright where you are, but we're well above zero here and we're melting. Yay! Yeah, sorry about your luck down there, Remy. I hear you guys are still getting some pretty crappy weather. And Miss Ann, Christian, Wiley, what's up, brother? We got Lila. Who else we got? We got Jerry came in and out. And then we've got Randy, who started into a good live. But I guess with all my daughter just got her braces. Oh, ouch. We went back to back. So for Kyle and Mackenzie, it was over 15 grand for braces. That hurt. And actually, thank you, Lila. I'm starting to get there. I've still got. Actually, that reminds me, I forgot to take my meds. Thanks, Lila. There we go. That's all I got left. Man. It's so it's gone up a little bit. Remy. And we had no coverage. Zero coverage for braces. Now, if it would happen today, I think 2 out of our 3 coverages cover braces. But at the time, so these horse pills I've been on now for a month. Yeah, our orthodontist, he was very, very good as well. He allowed us to do payments and yeah. And just wait till I don't know if they're which way they're going to do it, but if they end up with they would not put in so they pulled 2 teeth of Kyle's to shift his jaw, and they would not replace like put, what do you call them? Not like temporary teeth. Anyways, they wouldn't do that till he was, well, about this age, 21, 22. So I'm like, dude, if you went 4 years with a partial, why don't you go 5 and let the military pay for the teeth? That's a great idea. So I think that's what's going to happen. Blue Cross doesn't cover them. And neither one of my kids were cosmetic. They were it was actually doing damage to their jaw. And Kyle was born without 2 teeth there, so they pulled the little tooth. And yeah, it's I don't know. It was really weird. But, anyways, before I got off on that rant, Randy's starting to do some lives in and out, so make sure, you go over. Oh, the other phone quit. So I was watching Randy this morning, and, I had taken some of my pills and just kinda chilling, and, it was like, "Hmm, it says Randy's live." So, I clicked on it. I was watching for a little bit, and then he froze, and then I heard somebody say about all the cell phone towers going out. I think it's primarily AT&T, I think I read, but I sent him a quick message. I texted him, I'm like, "Do you want me to pop in and keep your live going?" "Yes." But he couldn't get his other phone up and running, so we had to let that one go. But, question of life and death. Absolutely. Absolutely, Remy. It was shifting their entire jaw. And Kyle was born without 2 adult teeth there. He had baby teeth, but they had to pull those. My cheap phone is working. That's always the way, Randy. You know that, brother. Tell you what, though, you can. It was first time that I've seen you live in the old long nose. Yes, sir. Hopefully, you got that problem you were having straightened out. But yeah, no, I'm not anticipating a whole lot of people in here today. If they're not on Wi-Fi or have, you know, I understand it's in and out all over the US. Now, for once, Canada's okay. We'd be good. Yeah. If people only knew free healthcare ain't free. And I joke about it, but you add up how much and you're in the healthcare field. So, you know, you you add up yeah. Anyways, don't get me on that rant today. I just had that argument with somebody yesterday. Um, during COVID, the nurses got a nice little ten or $12,000 check provincially to say thank you for going the extra mile during the pandemic. Well, nurses that weren't even working, they work from home, got it. My wife, who had to put her face within 6 inches of a positive patient, got nothing because they're not frontline health workers. But yet, they're the second person, third person you see whenever you go into the ER. You've got triage nurse, doctor, and x-ray. I'd call that a frontline health worker. Anyways, It, well, you see, Remy, I really don't have a problem with how much doctors make. They save lives. What I have an issue with is an athlete signing a $300 million contract over 5 years because he can swing a bat. That's what I have a problem with. A doctor, or, you know, let's face it, an anesthesiast, um, they're a normal doc plus a 4 year specialty. No, yeah, it'd be four, because it'd be 1 year and then a special T, and you gotta, you know, and 90, they're going to school for 12, 14. Some of the high ones who have their doctorate in doctors, um, upwards of 15 years of school. Let's face it, if they don't have any kind of scholarship, that's a ton of cash. Both Canada, US. Now, we did try to, or I say we, but physician recruitment committee that I'm on here in my local hospital, it's darn near impossible to get doctors, because if they go down south, they get cash right away. They get a huge signing bonus to leave Canada and go to the US. That pays off their schooling, but they have to give 10 to 15 years. Well, they're not. The US isn't dumb. They're going to meet somebody in that 10 to 15 years and they're going to stay. But we do have a lot of, actually, I've met two in recent years that actually moved up north. Sick and tired of the system down south. And I won't say maybe some kickbacks that had to go here and go there so that they could work. Insurance companies. Oh, hey, Miss Lisa. They're back on the road again. Got that Santa Claus in the packed old truck. Most Santas have a sleigh. Not this one. He got himself a gladiator. And out of the blue, a friend of mine who happens to sell vehicles at Dodge called me yesterday and said, first time in 5 years that we're actually offering discounts. Because during the pandemic, the price of new vehicles went through the roof because they could not get new vehicles. So the one that I'm looking at, the MSRP on it is $65,000. But right now they have it on for, I said it yesterday, 5150, something like that. And he said that they're willing, it's been a slow month and they want to get rid of all the 23s. So I just might have to, I don't know. I'm kind of liking the whole no car payment. It's like, you know, Debbie had a great idea. She's like, why don't we try to keep your truck going for another 5 years and throw all that as if you were going to have a car payment, excuse me, and hey, Johnny, and throw it on the mortgage. Goes right to principal. So I think we might do that. Although I hate whenever she talks me into reasonable things. Like it had a 3-section roof. It can't the roof comes off. Like, man. And I've been in Jesse and Lisa's, and I love the vehicle, and you know it's got pretty much every option that I'd want, plus some. And yes, Miss Lisa, it's got heated seats. And I believe the driver's seat is air conditioned as well. That is, hey, Lee, Fisherman 506. Um, that's actually quite, hmm. Yeah, Johnny, I'm not like you, brother. I'm not good at, hey, Jody, what's going on, girl? Hopefully you're feeling much, much better. Johnny, I don't have the room. I don't have the space. And I don't have the know all. I could fix a straight six. I open even the hood of my truck, and I have to do a double take to see where to put my windshield washer fluid. Yeah, it's not quite that bad, but um I just, once they started going uh, exactly, Lisa. And where I first got, um we're driving around the Great Salt Lake right now, headed towards Colorado. Oh, cool. Can you hear the truck rust as you're driving by? Almost able to climb 22. Right on, Jody. That's magnificent. It's good to hear. And if y'all can just put Miss Jody in your prayers. She's had a pretty rough time here the last little bit, and she's the one that normally keeps everybody um, spiritually together, and she's always praying for folks, and she's just now she needs some of what she's good at. So absolutely. Oh, Johnny, it's stupid what they want to give me for my truck. I paid 53 for it in 2017, and he offered 26. And there's just, well, see, let me do the conversion for you, because if I just said how many kilometers, you'd look at the screen and go, huh? 53,000 miles on my truck. That's all I've got, which is just over 106,000 kilometers. Right back at you, Miss Jody. You mean a lot to us. Everybody in our community it seems brings something to the table. And that's why we have the most awesomeness community around. No rust, but Red Rock in Oregon taking some. Oh no. Oh, Jesse must. Ooh, I don't know if to cry or what. Beaten because I love Jesse's paint job. So his is I don't know the name of his, but it's like a purpley, sparkly blue, like yeah, it's like a dark blue, purpley, sparkly um, paint. And mine was the what is it? Night package with sparkles. And mine's actually got 3 tones of black with a sparkle in it. And whenever I have it polished up, it looks sweet. Only one door hinge. Okay, so he's only got like a quarter of a heart attack then. All good. There you go. Snazberry. There must be, I've never seen Jesse's color up here. I don't know if we could even order that. I've seen some close. Dr. Pepper Birkin. Exactly. Everything with Jesse goes back to Dr. Pepper. Just saying. So yeah, other than that, I'm going to say that I'm back to about 90%. You can hear it's loosened everything in my lungs. The infection was taken over my body, and it was bacterial. So, hence why I've been on antibiotics now for a month. Well, it'll be a month. What are we today? The 22nd? Yeah, it's over a month now. I've been on antibiotics. And that alone kicks the living you know what. And of course, I'm having a hard time moving because, well, old Hankster took me to the ground yesterday, and that wasn't very nice. But a gentleman stopped and Hank, soon as he knocked me over, so we go outside in the afternoon whenever it's nice, and he'll like run circles and he just goes crazy. Loves the snow. And he's got a little thing on my side and he slides down the snow. So he was doing his thing. We were laughing, and I went down, got the garbage cans because yesterday was garbage day, and heading back up to the house. And it was like he started to do the go around me. Well, if his leash didn't get wrapped around my feet, and then he saw a squirrel or a chipmunk or something, he took off for it. Well, my feet went above my head. Oh, yeah. So then this gentleman quick pulled over, and well, he pulled into the driveway. And Hank was standing over me, growling and barking. And he's like, is he going to hurt me? I'm like, I've never seen this side of him. but he was protecting his dad, and he wasn't going to let anybody near me. I had to finally call him off. And yeah, it's just the way that I went down and hit my neck on the garbage can. And it, yeah. So today is a very slow moving day. Not going to get a whole lot done today. We'll just say that. My niece has a golden doodle, and I forgot to take a picture of her. Oh, and again, you know, the girls came home and they were, you know, angry at Hank. And I'm like, it's not his fault. He was playing. I said, we do this every day, unless it's minus 152. Then we don't go outside except to go pee, and we run for the door again. You know, he's 2. He's not neutered yet. Or I guess he's only, how old are you, Hank? 16 months. So he's full of you know what. He was playing. So I'd settle the girls down. It's like, relax. But, oh yeah, no, great guy. I don't even, like, we've lived here for over 20 years, and I have no idea who this guy is. So yeah, no, it was very nice of him to stop, and you know, I thanked him and all that good stuff, and I would have been able to get up, but it's just a lot easier because there was some ice there as well. So I really took me a while to get back into the house. But if I would have known the guy, I probably would have got him to help me back to the house, but I didn't know who he was, or, you know, he don't live around here. So it's one of those ones where you just keep him at the end of the driveway. What's up, Ashley? No, geek. Ashley is a geek. Hey, Rebecca. So, other than that, it's don't forget, if you don't have your seeds. Oh, Remy, are you still here? Did you get your seeds? I'm trying to think who all else I sent the seeds to. But yes, I'm going to go there, Jesse. I'm going there. Explain this to me, how somebody who lives just on the other side of the imaginary line sends me a package with, I don't know, with everybody's seeds put together. We'll just say 100 seeds. They called the vineyard chicks to find out what seeds they were. The girls told them. Got nothing to hide. Well, I guess Bill, they put it through a brokerage, a customs broker for seeds. Like, I'm just at awe. And it don't matter. I know they've done it to Jesse, and I believe it was Tiffany. Hers was 16, and I believe they sent Carrie, and she got dinged. Well, mine's about the same price that I got dinged, but this is the catcher. They paid the duty. So after my live today, I'm going to call UPS and inquire why you folks have to pay to send something to me when I have to pay the duty on my side. It makes zero sense. Like I can't even figure it out. Like it just does not make sense. Doesn't make dollars either. And I tried to I went on the customs website, and Kyle and them are doing a section on customs in school. See, speak of Tiffany, and she shows up. Look at that. She was lurking. I think that's I think hats are okay, Rebecca. I've never had an issue with anything you've sent me. And I can send to you folks. I pay duty on my side. But if it comes back as undeliverable, it goes into a customs auction because they want twice what the thing is worth to ship back to me. So then I have to repay to ship it back. So it's cheaper for me to take the chance on everybody getting their stuff. Right now, I'm winning. But, you know, it is what it is. It just, I just don't understand. You know, they say that we have free, backlash, free trade between the three countries. I'm seeing that going down the rock pile. Because if you guys have to pay to ship something here and we have to pay to receive something here, that ain't no free shipping, or that's not no free trade. So I guess what's going through my mind, being used to truck goods across the border, okay, well, it's costing X amount of dollars for you to ship something, and X amount of dollars for me to ship something. No wonder our produce is so freaking high in this country. And I guess that leads me into Survival Seeds 2024. Got to grow your own, folks. And if you're not in the Vineyard Chicks collab, come on now, get your head out of the sand. Send those girls an email. And you say, we want to be part of your collab because you girls are awesome. Very simple. And they'll send you some seeds. Now, the Canadian ones will probably come through me. It's just easier for the girls to ship it to one because they would have charged everybody that, like, I sent out 4, 5. I emailed, but I said they should try what Joe does. Joe just mails his stuff in oops. Oh no. Sorry, I just got a message. It, I just, yeah, it's very, very, spelt survival wrong, Lila. But, um, or if anybody, I think everybody that's in here that isn't lurking is already involved in it. Um, and like Jesse said, even if you don't have your seeds, the first giveaway is on Saturday. So, very simple, folks. I don't know any one of us that at least don't have 6 seeds or 6 packages of seeds that you could pretend and get your video in. At least the girls know how many people are in and all that good stuff. So I think Jesse and Lisa said that they're doing 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa. 3 giveaways, one for a collab, one random generator, and one they'll spin the wheel, say it lands on my name, then they'll run, I don't know. Jesse has another way of running the people that have commented on my video. So if you see, just go into the top and type in Survival Seeds 2024 hashtag Survival Seeds 2024. It will come up with everybody that has put that in their title of their video. And that's how Jesse and Lisa are going to do their giveaway. So if that's not in your title, you might want to add it real fast. And if you did get your seeds, just send the girls a little email, chat collaborator, and comment picker. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Lisa. So I can't see why you wouldn't do it. This you can do in pots, grow bags. Go for it. I don't care if you live in an apartment building or if you live on a farm. It's still, oh, right. So it's yeah, I got that mixed up. Jesse and Lisa are doing their normal live Saturday, and I think the Vineyard Chicks are their special guest. And oh, I just heard like water running, but that's dripping coming off the back roof. And then Sunday night at 6 on the Vineyard Chicks channel will be the giveaway. Now, I don't know if you have to be in attendance to win. Maybe Jesse can let us know. I'd probably say you have to, but who am I? And yeah, Miss Lisa, pretty much all of hers will be in grow bags. There's no excuse why folks can't do it. And even at the end of the year, you put all these ingredients into a chili or make a salsa. Why not? You got your beans, You got your tomatoes. You got everything except for your hamburger. But go to a local farmer and get your hamburger that way. Not in one of those big old grocery stores. Mm-mm. And I saw, I don't know where it was, but I think it was last week. We will do our normal live Saturday evening, and the Vineyard Chicks will do their normal Sunday Survival Seeds live, and the first monthly giveaway. Excellent. So perhaps there's someone who doesn't. Well, all you got to do, Lila, take your phone. I don't know if you got an Android or a smartphone or an Apple. And if Jesse's joke yesterday was funny, I'd repeat it, but I'm not. All you got to do is select your camera, select video, and hit record. And then do little snippets, and then just use the iMovie to put it together. It's really easy. I guess I'm sure if you just search the make of the phone you have, or either Android, Apple, Walmart, whatever, it really doesn't matter. It's just, if you have an Apple, then use iMovie, and Android, I'm sure, has their own. I don't know what that is, but and then you upload it, and you're in. I don't know. The chat hashtag giveaway. The chat hashtag giveaway has to be in attendance, and the comment pickers also in attendance. You lost me. I'm confused. Why be nervous? You've been on my live. You've been on other lives. Rip the scab off. Come on. Get on it. And so what? Everybody's first video? Okay, 99.99%. Everybody's first video sucks. And some people like myself just don't get any better. But I don't care. It's so my grandchildren, if anything ever does happen to me, be able to see who I was and all that stuff. So, and yes, Jesse, you don't have to put it in. You're driving. I know I'm a schmuck. Oh, well. Oh, okay. You need to be in the chat to be eligible to win. See? That's why I got Lila. I may even get a haircut. I look like a hippie. Wow, man. Next thing you know, there's going to be like hair getting in my eyes. I'm not used to my hair being this long. What's up, Joe? Girl Big TV's in the house. Suzanne Goulet, welcome, welcome. Lisa said, yes, yes, got it, got it, got it. Understand fully now. I got 2 steps ahead and I forgot to backtrack. So we're good. And yeah, another one. Joe with all his special guests, him and Court. Um, if you're not now, Joe, I've been okay. Okay, Lisa. So Sunday evening, there's only 3 prizes to give, one for the collaborators, and they don't have to be in the chat, and one for the comment picker. And we are asking them to to be in the chat. I figured that one. I figured that one out. Yeah, and the other one's a hashtag. So if you're not in there for that one, well, so really there's only one that you don't have to be, and that's the collaborator. So there you go, Lila. You got to get yourself going, girl. Just once you get the first one under your belt, you'll be good to go. And, you know, who would have thought that anybody could sit and talk to a computer for an hour and just ramble and ramble and ramble? Go figure. But anyways, I'll open it up for a while. Anybody wants to jump up, come ahead. If there's anything you'd like to share, as long as it's family friendly and you guys know the rules, I must be able to see you. I do prefer that you run without a that folks can see you, but doesn't mean that it has to be. Scott, do you need any seeds? Joe, no. So I know you didn't hear Joe, but I got Canada Customs called the Vineyard Chicks, find out what seeds they were, and then I got a penalty plus paid per seed. So I got it wasn't really that bad. It's just the principle. Like it's, money wise, it's not, I'm not doing it looking for money whatsoever. That's not, it's just the principle of the whole thing is they already paid duty. Why am I having to pay for it to go through a broker who nobody opened it? It was sealed from the Vineyard Chicks. And I cracked the seal here. So they really don't. Absolutely, it's double dipping, Joe. and I thought we had free trade between our two countries. But yeah, no, I've got more than enough. I tried to get a sponsorship from a Canadian company, and they said that they don't do that. I said, well, that's fine. I'll keep getting my seeds from the US. Like, I've always bought this particular seed company's seeds here in Canada. Obviously, it's for our climate. And then they started doing that. It's like, yeah, not liking that. What's going on, Jerry?
Hey, Scotty, how are you?
Living the dream, brother. Living the dream.
I wanted to just show this pen that's going to be on the cruise.
Nice.
It's really got a lot of character to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's in the box ready to go on the cruise. I have
nice.
14 pens done so far.
Okay.
So I'm still shooting at 40 unless the number's gone up.
It's up a little.
Okay. Like
you might want to shoot. You might want to shoot for 50.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm thinking that it'll be, and that's not including Jesse and I.
That's not counting you and Jesse?
No.
Okay. So, well, you guys are separate anyway, so that's all right.
We're special.
And then I wanted to show this because this right now is going for the Painkiller meetup.
Oh, cool.
I'll put a light on. They're in tubes.
Yeah. Actually, it was better without the light.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Anyways, you got a glare. There you go.
The red and green.
Yeah.
And that's going to be at Painkiller.
Awesome.
On the table. So
I can't wait for Christmas. Glenda, Sir Grace, and I just exchange little gifts. Well, I got him the blanks from Jerusalem. From the Holy Land, and I think he can do 6 or 7 pins, with them.
Is it olive wood?
Probably.
Yeah,
I think it is olive wood. But
I think that's the stuff I've been reading about.
Yeah, it's actually, it was pretty cool, and it comes with a certificate of authenticity that it's from the Holy Land, and it really wasn't that much money. I thought it was going to be more. Hey, Bill, Karen, howdy.
Bethlehem, it's Bethlehem olive wood or Bethlehem cobalt wood.
No, I think it was olive wood.
Shittim.
No,
I got 3 different types of Bethlehem wood that I have options to.
Yeah, I'm just looking it up here. My orders. Olive wood, yep. Yeah, so there's enough. There's enough to do 10 pens. And let's see here. Can you run them out, hon? Okay. Yeah,
so. I have access to those also.
Yeah,
I just haven't bought it because I don't want to put those in the cruise because I don't want somebody getting something special. Somebody else says, "Well, I wanted those," so I thought I'll just I'll stay out of the specials. So I've got some pins that are wood that's from well, Jack Daniels barrels and Jim Beam and Maker's Mark and Wild Turkey. Like,
Yeah.
and they have cards that fit for those two. And I did a set for D and a set for Double Dog. D they paid for sets.
Okay.
And Dee's constantly telling me all she does is smell the pen and pencil all day long.
So Lisa and Jesse, Lisa just sent me this picture. This is what they're driving by right now.
Yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yep, it's up in the Colorado hills.
Yeah, I don't know if they're up in Colorado yet, but
well, they're close.
They'd be getting darn close. And this is what they want me to buy. Same as Jesse's. Well, no, Jesse's is the Land Rover or Land package, and this one's the Willis.
Yeah, and I heard about that. But that's white too. You don't want white, do you? It shows all the dirt.
I know, but again, the next one up is 73,000. So I wouldn't be able to get it for under 50. And I'm not paying over 50 for a truck because the market's polluted right now. Hey, Ginger.
Lisa says, wait till I see the wood that Jesse got me from the north.
Wait till you see the wood.
So
I can only imagine what he's, the different woods that are up in Oregon as well.
I tell you what, wood is not cheap. I mean, I was flabbergasted the other day when I went down to the wood store because I was going to buy some wood to start doing cutting boards, strip cutting boards.
Yeah.
And I was just, I had to step back because I thought, what the heck? I looked at a piece because I've got the mechanisms to make Susan a salt and pepper grinder, and I looked at the mechanism to make the grinders. I got the mechanism. I looked at the wood to make them. And 3x3 by 12 inches, and they're like $60 a piece. And I looked at it and I said, I'm sorry. If I buy a piece of wood that's $60, I'm not a professional. I'm still playing, If I think I buy a piece of wood for $60, I'm gonna be afraid to cut anything off of it because I don't want to make a mistake.
Well, and I've started playing with our acrylic, that you saw the ones that I did last winter with the challenge coins inside the wood and whatever. Well, I saw a beautiful, it was a big split piece of oak, dried, didn't crack, perfect. $679 for a 4 by 2.5 foot piece. Now, I would have had to still split that and make it put the whatever color of acrylic I wanted in between.
Right.
But it's like, oh my God. It's like serious, folks.
If you make a mistake and you wreck something,
you're done.
Yeah. So we were in the store, and I don't know if you know it. You should know what hedge is in Osage orange wood, and also in Oklahoma they call it bodock or something like that. It's just a tree they brought here they make a lot of, way back when they used to make posts out of them, corner posts, and, for on the farms because T-post was expensive. So they would have these trees and it's a really, really hard wood, and it'll last years. And when you burn it, it burns really hot. I mean, super hot. Where actually I've seen people burn their stoves, melt their stoves down because it's so hot. They put too much in it; it burns down so hot. But as soon as I were walking through, and she grabbed my arm, she said, "Hey, look at this wood." Now she said, it's Osage orange, and it was a big plank. It was about 10, maybe 12 feet long. But it was a big curve. It had a big curve in it. And I looked at that and I said, yeah. She's, look at this price. I looked at it and I said, you got to be kidding me. It was $449. I said, I cut that tree down in our yards. I'm off my property. I've been cutting it off for the last 15 years, trying to get rid of all of it. Because it has thorns that go from here all the way up to here that will go through your tires. And the first year I lived here, I spent $1,500 on tire repair just from all those. And I said, I'm trying to get rid of them. And here they are selling us this plank of wood 2 inches thick for $449. I told her, I said, I need to buy a sawmill and start cutting this stuff up and bring it down here and sell it to them, let them resell it. So heck, if I sell it to them for half the price.
Well, that's it. Hey, Rob, Curmudgeon. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better there, brother. He's a little under the weather. He overdid himself the other day. So, and Lisa, what did Lisa say? Lisa made a funny. Hang on. Oh man, let me go back up.
Come on, what would he spend on the wood pieces?
Yeah, no. But you got to put it together. What he spent on wood pieces was a day at the casino for her.
Yeah. Not if you're winning, Lisa. That'd be good. You're supposed to go to win, not lose.
They do. That's what I don't get. One of them is always the winner.
Right.
I think like the first day, I think it was Jesse that hit. And man, oh man, I'm gonna get Lisa and Jesse to rub the machine before we go to do the giveaway or for the casino pull, or do a little a little prayer in front of the screen or something. But
have Lisa the machine and keep Jesse away. Then if it doesn't hit with Lisa, then have Jesse come up and rub the machine.
Oh no. Yeah, I plan on having Miss Lisa sit right on the seat and pull. And if she doesn't get it in the first little bit, she's out. She's out, and we're putting Santa in. Because well, let's just say we didn't have a very good casino on actually nobody did on our trip. One lady hit 3,400.
Shoot, that'd be happy.
And then I hit $152 and I hit Debbie hit $104. That's it. And I can tell you we spent a lot more than that in there. Oh, that reminds me. I'm supposed to ask Terry about poker tables for Drew. I will
Well, I'm sure they have poker tables on there.
But there's a certain type of poker table that he wants.
Oh,
it is Drew. He wants he thinks that they only have the Ultimate Hold'em and not the NL Texas Hold'em. I don't know what NL Texas Hold'em is.
I haven't heard that either.
If you folks know in the chat, let me know, because I know there's some really weird card games they play, and I tried to sit there and watch, but they tend to The last day we were there, we saw a lady win the grand jackpot, $10,900 on a penny machine. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's like craps. I don't know that much about craps, so
Oh,
I don't watch craps.
hey, leave it to Mickey. He's in there like a dirty shirt. It's
Oh,
no
no limit.
limit.
Oh, no
Woo-hoo.
limit.
Thanks. Thanks, Mickey. Oh, and Mickey, did you get your phone fixed yet? So I can give you a shout. Oh, look at Glenda. She's in there like a dirty shirt. No limit. Okay, now that it's kind of making me look stupid now.
I didn't know what it was either.
It that would probably be in the enclosed room, and that's far too rich for my blood. Yeah, I don't mind playing like, $100 buy-ins or something, but wow. Next Monday, or you're good to go. I love to feel sorry, Linda, I had to read that about 3 times that you're feeling up the slot machines, but it's Miss Linda.
I walk around so I feel a vibe from one.
Yeah, I just go, and I have a certain type of machine that on NCL that always pays well. The least, well, I won 2 or 3 last winter. 350 was, it was 350, 400, and I don't know, 250 maybe, 300. But I hit a few of them.
I used to do okay when I go to Vegas because Susan used to have to go there every November to work.
Yeah.
On a convention that her company did. And I go every November, and I always came home with more money than I took. But, I took a $400 limit. When I still lost the $400, I quit. But I would take my winnings and put them in my other pocket. So I'd spend the 400 and take the winnings. And I used to always come home with 2,000 to 3,000 more than I took with me.
Yeah. Just give me
and
one
that's
second.
In Vegas. It's different, I don't feel the same thing on the Indian machines.
Sorry, Mackenzie just came home for lunch. So, oh yeah, no, I normally take, $100 in my pocket if I'm going down, because you're there for, 7 days,
Right.
and it's only open whenever you're at sea. Whenever you're at port, you can't play in the casino. So I have
I just wanted to come up and double check with you what the numbers were and show you that pin. I did that pin in the night. Matter of fact, that pin had a few holes in it, and I had to patch it with some sawdust, and it was just the way the wood is. And I patched it all up, and I kept right hand and showed Susan. She goes, "Can I keep this one?" I said, "Nope, it's for the cruise."
There you go.
I like this one. I said, "Well, sorry."
Well, and that's it. And once we get going in the Sugar Bush here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to bring some maple that we have cut down, and I'm going to cut them into the 1 inch by 1 inch, and ship them down to Sir Grace. And he has a little project that he wants to do. So with the Canadian maple.
That's cool. Talking about maple, I'm gonna tap my walnut trees next year. I'm gonna tap some of my trees and try to see what happens.
Very, very tart.
I was told it tastes like butterscotch.
Really? Okay.
That's what they told me.
I was told that
black walnut trees taste like butterscotch.
Okay. Well,
that's what I don't know. I mean, that's what other people have told me, and I didn't even know you could tap walnut trees, and I thought maple was the only thing you tap, and so I've been into a couple of chats and people are talking about they missed the opportunity to tap their walnut trees, and I said, what kind of walnuts are you talking about? Well, black walnut. I said, well, I got those, and you could tap those, Jerry. I said, really? I didn't know that. So I'm gonna buy the supplies. I'm gonna buy a 10-tree supply from Amazon this next summer here, so I have it next year ready to go.
Oh yeah, well,
we're right now in the time where we should be tapping because it's at below freezing at night, and it's like, well, today it's gonna be in the 70s.
Yeah, well, it's the same as up here. You want the freeze at night, you want the thaw during the day, and the sun is so strong right now. We've actually got sunburnt.
Yeah.
In
you also got snowburn too, right? Because you have snow on the ground.
Because of the reflection, it's coming right back. Miss Linda, no, we're not tapping as of yet. It's going to be a very strategic, pull this year because there's no frost. And the sap's just going to go straight up. So if we don't have like a heavy frost every night, we're not going to get any sap that runs. And yeah, you can tap birch trees. Now it does take a lot of sap, and I've had it once. I've had birch syrup.
But somebody told me that it takes about 35 gallons of walnut sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. That's what they told me. Now I don't know. I'm just telling you. That's what that.
I just because it's 40. It's 40 gallons of sap from a sugar maple to make 1 gallon of syrup. It's 40-to-1 ratio. It's 60-to-1 for birch.
Well, Robert said it's 100 gallons of birch sap to make 1 gallon of syrup.
Yeah, see, we're 80 here, and it all depends on where you are too.
Yeah. Well, I figured that and then of course the same person told me you can get 35 gallons a day, and I thought, wow, that's a lot of syrup from a tree per day.
Oh, they're saying per tree?
They said you can get 35 gallons of sap per day, and it takes 35 gallons to make 1 gallon. And I thought, that's like an awful lot of sap.
I can't comment because we don't have walnut trees.
Well,
but I've never.
35 gallons is a lot. I mean, if you get that much, you need to go out there and change your buckets every couple hours.
So, and that's it. Like I'm just trying to, on a good day with 250 taps, you're looking at what was I going to say? I'm just trying to think. On a good day, I can fill a bucket, and they're 5 liters, So yeah, you and that's per tree though. And
A
you
bucket per
might,
tree?
well, on a great big tree, I could put 3 buckets.
Oh.
But you don't want to put, because whenever you tap a tree, you're killing that much of the tree. It will never regrow where, like, roughly 5 inches out from your spiral. You kill that tree, that section of tree.
So if
So
you go, I was told don't do any trees less than a foot around.
yep.
And each year you tap a different location.
Well, it has to be 6 inches away from
The
an
last
old hole, because we're, yeah, I'm just trying to, like, trees that I can't put my arms around, we'll put 3 on. But uh our cutoff's usually about 14 inches round.
Okay, but if you're doing it all the way around the tree, does that
Yep.
mean 3 or 4 years the tree's dead?
No, it doesn't kill the inside of the tree.
Oh, okay.
But just think of it this way: never tap straight up from your old
Right. I was
spiral,
told stagger it
because you've
down and
got
back up.
6 inches around, and that section of tree is dead. Well, the sap goes up. It won't go through that section anymore because it's dried up. And it's like, you can think of the human body where you've got nerves. You have an operation. Well, you lose the nerves on either
Right.
side of your incision. Well, it's the same thing for a tree. Except
they were
it
saying
had a
this.
drill.
And this, when I was talking in there, and the chat I was in, they're talking about. They asked me if I had sycamores, and I said, "Well, yeah, I got a sycamore that's about, I don't know. You and I couldn't put our arms around it. You and I and Jesse couldn't put our arms around it. It's out my front." And they said, "Oh, you could tap sycamore trees too." And I'm like, "Really?" I mean, they were going through all the list of trees you can get sap from and make different syrups. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, that's something new."
Yeah.
So I thought I'd just try the walnut trees. I've got probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 walnut trees on my property.
Well,
They're
you know
all
what?
over.
It might be something that you enjoy cooking with.
Just
And
trying,
again, it's an extra, whenever we have a good season, I don't use processed sugars. I boil down the syrup, and I make maple sugar. And I've made maple butter, yeah. So there's a lot of, and Rob said most of the people up there, they do gravity lines for their birch. So they'll start at the top of the hill and they'll just use lines.
Oh.
If you have any, if you plan on tapping and it works out, you like it, and you have any sort of hill that you can do gravity. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're pretty.
My place from one end is 3/4 mile long. From one end to the other is 5 foot difference in height.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So
enough.
but this place is so flat that you can roll a bowling ball across it.
Yeah. So
hey, there's no that.
Yeah, no, you've got to 100%.
AMT cooking.
You need you definitely need quite a drop. I think it's a foot every 10 feet or something.
That ain't gonna happen here. I've got a bunch of buckets that Susan got from the jam shop. They're 4-gallon buckets, and I thought, well, I'll just put drill a hole in the top of the bucket and put the tube in there and just let it, just let it drain into the bucket, and then just pick the bucket up like every night or every morning or whatever. Or if I have to change it, change it.
All that you need is 100 feet of line and 10 or 15 spirals. If you have the buckets with a lid on it,
yep.
Just make sure, I'm going to recommend you boil outside.
Yeah.
Because if you boil in the house, all your cupboards, the ceiling. Uh-huh.
Well, I have an all grain system for my brew. I have an all grain system for my beer brewing that I used to do. It's got I used beer kegs because they're 15 gallons, and I have 3 of them on my all grain system. That two of them was a boil pots. One was a boil water, the other one was a spurge pot, and then the other was your wort pot. So I can boil in basically in all 3 of them. They all got, that's 45 gallons. So I filled them all up. And then I have a transfer pump on them that I can transfer from one to the other. So I can start it off in one pot, and then when it gets so low, transfer it to another pot, and when that one gets gets even thicker, transfer it to another pot.
Yeah.
So and do a finish boil. So I've got the machinery to do it. I just got to buy the taps and then wait till next year and do it when at the right time. Well, it's just something different,
That's it. And you never know. It could be something that you enjoy the taste of. If it tastes like butterscotch, or
And Glenda in here said that she says she said she heard walnut syrup is good.
There you go.
So
and again, I can't comment because we don't have, I've tried birch and I've obviously maple. Birch, I wouldn't even waste my time. But again, it's personal preference. We have guys that don't like the maple syrup, that like birch syrup. They don't like the sweetness of the maple syrup because the birch is more tart. It's not as sweet as the
maple.
If
it does make some of it, I might even add some of it into one of my beer batches that I'm going to start. I'm going to start brewing beer again, and I'm going to pull all that stuff out of the barn and bring it down and sterilize it all and have it here to use. And I thought, well, I can even, I like to experiment with the beer. I don't like to drink a lot of it. I used to just make it and give it away. People, you bring me back 6 bottles, I'll give you 6 full bottles. They have to be cappable bottles because I don't, the screw tops you can't recap. So I say, you bring me cappable bottles and I'll give you full bottles. And I had people come all the time when I was in San Diego, swapping beer bottles out all the time because I'd make all kinds of stuff for people to try out. Mead, I used to do a lot of mead also. Okay. Then I thought, I could take some of the syrup and add it to maybe some honey, because I'm thinking about starting my own bees. I have a bee man, but I'm thinking I gotta go get tested again to see if I'm still allergic. I was allergic when I was a kid. I don't know if I'm still allergic or not, but I'm going to find out. If I'm not allergic, I'm going to start doing my own bees too.
So here's a little something. Don't do anything without the approval of your doctor. But one of my friends was allergic to bees, and his old doctor said, very, very, start off at 0.1 of a milliliter of raw honey. Work yourself up to a milliliter. And he did that for about a year. And he's not allergic anymore. Excuse me. His body built up the tolerance to whatever.
Yeah. Well, I eat local honey, all the time, but for my allergies. because it will help you if it's in the area like oak trees. I'm allergic to oak trees. You take local honey that comes out of pollen from the oak trees. That helps you get rid of the that allergy. So I've taken it, but I have been stung in, I don't know. I'm 67 years old, so I've been stung in 57 years.
Now you're going to walk outside and get stung.
Well, I may,
but
at least I'll find out. And I haven't carried an EpiPen in 40 years. So, it'd be, I may just have to get stung to see if I'm still allergic. But I'm going to go, I don't even know if the doctor can test you for that anymore or not.
Oh, yeah. All that it is they just put a little bit on tip of a needle, stick it just underneath your skin, and if it goes red, you're still allergic.
That's why I'm going to do that.
And if you start getting hives, you carry an EpiPen.
Yeah. Well, I used to swell up. When I got stung before, I swelled up like a balloon.
Oh, you're home, Randy? All right, brother.
All right. Good. That's good that Randy got home finally.
Yeah, he's...
Do you have nobody else in the basement yet?
What's that, sorry?
Nobody else in the basement?
Nope.
It's a 305 number.
305?
Yeah.
No, don't answer it. It's Carnival. Man, they're like a bad rash. I can't get rid of them.
Well, have they paid you back yet?
No.
Well, I would answer and say, when you pay me, then I'll talk to you.
I sent them another email again yesterday. I'm like, take me off your list. Unless you're giving me a free cruise to make up for what transpired. And it wasn't just one thing. Every single day there was a major issue. And there was people that have done over 30 sailings with Carnival said they would never sail with them again. Actually, they're about 4 or 5 of them are considering coming on our Alaska cruise. So hey, Troy. So yeah, no, it's, I don't know. It just, I don't understand sometimes, like my guy that booked my cruise, great guy to work with. John Heald, the brand ambassador, we've chatted, great guy. And even the cruise director, we were chatting, and he said, make sure you get it fixed on the boat. I'm going to tell guest services to fix this before you get off the ship. Guest services didn't even contact me on the ship. So they were quite angry at that. But anyways, that's not here nor there. I just don't answer their call.
Maybe they're calling you to ask you if they can send you a check or something, or settle on the amount.
Oh no, they offered me $72 on board credit.
Oh wow.
I said that would mean that I would have to cruise with you people again.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. And really it was the last night. Somebody actually taking a dump in the elevator. Not my type of folks.
No.
And yeah, like you'll notice with NCL, it's for an older crowd, but they do have a lot of stuff for the kids to do. Like, Jamie and Nick's kids, they're going to want to do stuff with their kids, but once their kids get into the cruise club or whatever they're not going to want to be bothered because they're going to meet friends and, the kids.
And I thought there's a bowling alley on board. I might have to bring a bowling ball with me.
I don't know if you can, that will add to your weight on your suitcase.
It's no big deal.
That
is tell Susan she has to take less clothes.
I don't know if it's the small balls or big balls. and there's 2 lanes. At least I'll have to double check that it's on this ship as well. But on the breakaway, there was 2 lanes, full lanes, and you could sit and have a beverage, and it was right outside the arcade, and all the adults were going to the casino. All the kids had the best prizes in their arcade.
Yeah.
Brand new iPhones, iPads, it's like GoPros, everything in their machines. And I'm like, and everybody could use it.
I ain't gonna get hurt.
Jerry, you'd get hurt bowling.
I've been bowling since I was 5 years old. I've got rings to prove that I've shot 300s. So I think off this last year because of my knee, and I'm hoping to get back into it next year.
Well, that's it. You want to make sure you're well healed.
Yeah, I've been itching. There's a new bowling alley open up here pretty soon. And when it opens up, I'm going to go up and see how my leg works. So that's my slide knee. I had the replacement knee on. It was a slide knee.
Oh, so I'd definitely be wearing a wrap.
I don't need to wear one. It's tight enough as it is. My knee feels like it's always like got a wrap on it.
Oh my God, if you were to slip and screw up all that.
That's kind of a funny thing you say that, Scott, because I've had a lot of people I know that have had knee surgery. And one guy said he fell off his truck and he was up in the back and stepped off wrong. And he fell backwards and landed on the ground and it made his knees buckle. And he said he had both knees done. And he said he was always having problems walking because they were always tight. Well, then after he fell, he got picked up with the doctor, and the doctor checked him all out and said that everything there was nothing torn or nothing like that, and his knees were better. They loosened up.
Always easier to do.
All right.
They said that the scar tissue that he had broke loose, and so his knees were working better. And he said he's never felt better since after the fall. It fall, he was better. He said, "You might want to go fall, Jerry, because your leg will feel better." It's like, I don't know about that, but I've heard that from several people.
Yeah, I don't. Well, actually, yesterday in my fall, I've been having problems with my knees, or really my left knee. It's the one that I had the cortisone shot in. And I pretty much directly fell on that after I hit my head on the garbage can. Well, it was more my neck, back of my neck. But it doesn't hurt as much as it did before I fell.
Yeah, see?
Now, my neck and back are killing me.
Are you? Yeah.
But my knee actually, it's I don't know if it strains something the right way or
tear that tar.
I'm going with it. I'm going with it. Like I could barely walk. And anyways.
Randy, Susan didn't have to push me out. I go out all the time. I was out this morning already. I was getting ready to go out again when I saw Scott come back on.
Yeah.
I don't have a lathe in my house. It's in the shop. I have to go out to the shop.
Exactly. Lisa, check your messenger. And Lisa said, what? Jesse said walnut tastes like overgrown pecans. Pecans, whatever you want. You bake them with maple syrup, they taste good. Just saying.
Oh, and I have the conservation guys come over and go all over the 116 acres with me and tell me what trees are which. Because mean, there is, and without leaves, it's hard to tell what they are. You know, I can tell you which one the locust is, and I can tell you which one's the hedge is at, but I can't tell you which ones are pecans and which ones are walnuts, which ones are sassafras, which ones are cottonwood. You know, I can't tell those. I don't know that part. But he said he would go around with me and pointing out all the different types of trees I have on here, so I can know which ones I can tap. So
Okay.
anyways, he said that, you know, he said, I said, well, do we have anybody around? He goes, yeah, I'll do it for you. I said, okay, you know, he said, when do you come? I said, whenever you're available.
Yeah.
So I said, you got to wait till spring, right? He goes, well, no, why? I said, well, there's no leaves on the tree right now. He said, I can tell the difference without the leaves. I said, oh, okay.
Molly, you gotta go pee?
Did he do both, Kens?
You just peed.
Oh, okay. I'll take him back out. This is, oh no. In an hour is his daily,
Okay.
yeah, his poop time.
Go pee.
But, okay. I was going to shut down and put everybody over to Jesse and Lisa, but Lisa just said that they're not having very good service. They're going through a canyon right now, so
Oh,
yeah, I think I'm gonna get ready to shut it down for the day because well, my back is just about had it, and my darling daughter, we have to get ready for our first ever show. So I've got I've
Pee.
okay, hon. Are you home tonight?
I don't know what the plan is.
Okay, because we really got to get making those necklaces, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Because we have that show in a month.
I know.
Okay, babe. Let me know.
when you say show, are you talking about your cups and?
Yeah.
Oh,
So cups, jewelry. Kenzie's making all like handmade jewelry. We've got I have a person that makes that kind of like homemade jewelry stuff. I found a supplier in the US, somewhere in Arizona. Anyways, she does beautiful work, and she would rather sell to wholesalers. So, you know, her minimum order, I think, is 100 or 150, 200 bucks, whatever it is. And then I'll see how it goes. And yeah,
well,
you
in
have a great day, Ashley.
in the first part of April is the soils meetup type thing they have with Ann Dale and Black's Tropicals Homestead in Savannah, Georgia. And Susan and I are going. Susan and I are going there. It'll be, I guess, 2 weeks before Tin Killer. We're going there to Black Tropical thing, and I'm gonna take a bunch of pens and stuff and sell some pens there, or at least maybe take orders. So because you get a booth, you get in free. You don't have to pay if you have a booth. You get to go in free, but then you make a donation. So for having the booth, which is it's a wash anyways, but still you get a place to sit down and instead of walking around all day long. And so we're going to take a tent and chairs and sit down there, and Andale, and you'll have a place to put her stuff that'll be safe. And and Susan said, "You got to take some pens," and I said, "I don't know, I might." And Sherry asked me if I was going to take pens. I said, "Yeah, I'll take some pens." So I'm going to bring pens, and I'll sell something I have, and if not, I'll take orders for anybody who wants anything else.
I'd take everything you have. If you sell it, you sell it, and if not, it still gets people get to see, and make sure you take a lot of pictures. clear pictures, and I could also make these for X amount plus shipping, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you have it there, people are more apt to buy it. Hey, buddy. People
If
are
I
more
have
apt
them.
to buy it because then they don't have to pay shipping, right? They
Right.
get to see, and they get to, like Susan said that she loved that one. Well, it was because of something that caught her eye. Well, you never know if something catches, somebody's eye, how, just like the one that Sir Grace made for me. It's down in my office, but it's made out of a cornstalk.
Right.
Like, what the heck? And that's just, he's made me two. He made me one that only goes to council. It's only ever used in my council meetings. And my other one I use downstairs in my shop. And it's yeah, just they just fit your, and well, they look the exact same as what yours are, and they just fit your hand just perfect.
Right. Well, Scott,
But
I can't hear just
yes,
we'll chat, and let's hope that
yeah,
if that's what else will come up, and if nobody else is coming up, you cut her down. I'll go ahead and leave, and I'll
that's
see
all.
you when I see you.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's all good. We I'm trying to organize a special interview tomorrow night. I'll know more, but keep your eyes open for the thumbnail.
Okay.
So,
And
anyways,
on Monday we're going to do an open mic thing. So, and we're going to finish up our conversation of us talk how we met and how we bought the property, and open up to people who may want to ask questions about how she's put up with me for 40 years.
Well, she is a saint.
Yep. That's for sure.
Saint. Yeah.
So, anyways,
hey,
I'll talk to you later.
Take care, Jerry, and you folks take care, and we will see you tomorrow night at 8.
See you later.
Take care, folks.